Hello everyone. Today we're going to start with a new lab, user role controlled by request parameter. Okay, so let's read the description. The lab has an admin panel at admin which identifies administrator using a forgeable cookie. Okay, solve the lab by accessing the admin panel and using it to delete the user car loss. You can log into your own account using the following credential. Okay, no problem. So let's think in a real world application. So suppose you got a gray box pen testing application. Okay, now what happen is, so whenever you ask, what you have to do, you have to ask the developer, give me the two credentials. Okay, give me the normal credential and give me the privilege level credential. Okay, see, the way of my solving the Portsiga lab is different from others labs because I am treating this lab, connecting this lab into real world application. Okay, no one will explain in this way. Okay, I have to make this lab interesting for you all. Okay, so that you can think in a real way. Okay, suppose you got selected for an interview for a pen tester, but you don't know what you have to do. Okay, because most of the time, none of the hackers or like YouTubers have not explained this lab in a that way. Okay, they are not connecting the labs in real world. I'm connecting this lab into real world. Now what happen is, there is an application. There are two types of users, normal users and a privileged users. So whenever you get a pen testing of an application, any of the, now it can be intranet, internet, you have to ask the developer, application owner, give me the two credentials. First, normal credential, okay, and give me the privilege level credential. Now same applies here. That is, who is the normal credential, who is the normal Viner, who is the privilege admin. Now in the real world there won't be an admin, it won't be some anything. Like for example, I give my email ID. Okay, he will map my email ID. Okay, now suppose there is a this application, what would I say, workforce application. Okay, what happened in workforce application, suppose there is a manager who approves the workforces. Okay, and there is one L1 guy, in the sense I have got a job as a chef in one of the hotel. Okay, they have a workforce, and the manager, suppose I log in into the application, whatever my leaves and everything would be approved by my manager. Okay, his credential would be different. He would be having email ID abc at the rate something .com, password, I would be having my credential. Okay, so now when you are suppose you are a pen tester, you have to now uh, L1, I mean to say, the chef can't approve his leave on his own, correct? That is the main part. That is the main thing in the application security. Only manager can approve his leave. So that is the main thing. You have to understand the application functionality and you have to ask the application owner, okay, do one thing, give me the two email IDs, the me email ID, map the credential with that so that I can test for the privilege escalation and all. Okay, that is the main thing. So what is happening here? So first let's log into the Weiner and Peter. Let's see what is happening. And Weiner and Peter. Okay, let's go to the proxy. See each and every request. Okay, now see, you have to click on this and get my account Weiner and is equal to Peter. Okay, let's take this request to the repeater. Now what you have to do, press Ctrl R, don't press this right click, Ctrl R, it will go to the repeater automatically. If you see this, see the cookies, there is an admin is equal to false and there is a session ID. Okay, great. Now we don't have an admin credential. The lab has an admin panel, so let's try to access the admin panel once. Let's see if it is accessible. No, it is accessible by administrator. Great. Let's do one thing, let's try to access admin and let's go to the repeater. Okay, and let's try to let's send it. Now control and space key, I'm not using cursor. Okay, so this is unauthorized. So in the real world, if this happen, definitely there won't be admin, this admin word won't be used. There would be something like approve, approve.aspx, something page would be there. Okay, some endpoint would be there. This is just an example. And definitely in the real world also, you won't be finding this particular admin is equal to false admin there, but there would be something where you can do the privilege escalation. Suppose in the JSON request you are going, some request is going, and you put that particular JSON endpoint or JSON request, and you are able to access that particular endpoint directly. So in that way you can do the privilege escalation. Okay, so now what you can do, let's try to do one thing. What they are saying, admin. Okay, so what we can do is, now what is happening here, let's try to do one thing. Let's do one thing, admin is equal to true. Let's see what happens. Admin is equal to true. Okay, in C, and yeah, great, I am able to access. Oh wow, so that means here in the back end it is accepting the client side input. Okay, it's not validating that this particular session is being for the administrator or normal user. Same goes here. If I try to access true, and it is showing me the admin. And let's try for the Carlos. Okay, what we can do is we can directly send the request. We can send the request directly. Let's try to do one thing. We can do one thing here also. Copy the curl. I mean to say, copy the request. Where is the copy request in the browser, in the current browser session? Let's try to do that. Let's see what happens. Okay, admin. Oh, that's why it is showing here. Now you will be thinking why it is showing, because here when we try to access that directly, here still the admin is there is no session. Admin is equal to false is there. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's directly delete the colors from here itself. Okay, and try to delete the colors there. Admin. Try to access the admin and delete the username Carlos, and let's see what happens. Yes. And we have solved the lab. Great. Now definitely I would say this won't be available in the real world lab. You won't be finding, but what will happen is, as I told you, you would be having two things as you are doing gray box pen testing. Okay, uh, whatever the admin related endpoints and admin related something, whatever you are trying to find. Okay, like for example, let's make a notes. For example, when you try to log in with admin credential, any of the admin credential, any of the username, password or something would be there would be some endpoint, like for example approve.aspx. Okay, this is the admin endpoint. Okay, and there would be some request also. Okay, and now normal user don't have this particular approve.aspx endpoint. Now what you do, you try to access this endpoint, and directly you are able to get the endpoint, and you are directly deleting the user approving the request. So that is the main thing. Okay, now tell me, what is this vulnerability? This is known as vertical privilege escalation. Vertical privilege escalation. Why vertical? Because ESCA, vertical privilege, because you are a normal user. Okay, you are normal user, you are going to the admin creds, admin privilege. Okay, privilege, and this is known as vertical privilege escalation, not horizontal privilege escalation. Vertical from bottom to top, this is known as vertical privilege escalation. If I would have accessed some other users, I would have access some other users data, then that would have horizontal privilege escalation. So this is very important point for note it down. Okay, for the interviews and all, this is known as vertical privilege escalation, where there is no session binding. Session binding is not, there is improper session management. Due to improper session management, we are able to escalate the privilege. Okay, so I hope you like this labs, and you would be enjoying this, solving this lab, because I would be connecting into the real world, and whatever I'm telling, gray box, and note down each and everything. When you will be doing the real pen testing in your company, you won't be, no one will help you. Okay, no one will help you what to do, what is the process. I will help you. Notice down that at that time it will help, not 100% but 10 to 20% definitely it will improve your job and make your life better. That's all I can say. So thank you so much, guys. Make sure you know you have taken the notes. So what is the notes? After login check something sensitive you pay source, like get request is something interesting in the cookie field where changes can be done. Okay, so take the notes. Thank you so much.